Ares, god of war, by Herbert Asquith. Under the stars the armies lie asleep. Between the lines a quiet river flows, through breaks of honeysuckle and of rose, and fields where poppies droop in languor deep. The night, as with the mantle now, enfolds the muffled forms upon the pasture low. The scent of thyme comes down across the wolds, and on the roses of the dark hedgerow the summer starlight falls in flakes of silver snow. Here, from the wooded haunt of nymph and fawn, the hidden guns peer forth across the hills. The wheels are on the trampled daffodils, and so they wait the coming of the dawn. And dappled shadows where fairy weaves, and grasses tall his web of sparkling lace. The gunners lie, their heads upon the sheaves. White falls the moon on many a sunburnt face, that ere the day shall feel another god's embrace. Among the barrows of the sunken plain, where sleep the soldiers of another day, on misty meadow and on upland grey, on many eyes that close but once again, the peaceful earth her benediction throws, in waves of healing music from the streams, that through the willows softly comes and goes. And now the face of all the country seems a mirror consecrated to an army's dreams. From far away is born a woman's prayer to Ares, restless in his iron crown. Sleep, Ares, sleep. For once the dice has thrown empires to thee are leaves upon the air. All the homes go smoking to the skies, and men are swept upon the battle blast. All the tears are wept from woman's eyes, O queen of love, hold now thy lover fast, and let him taste eternal anodyne at last. But with the dawn there comes a soldier's song. When all the guns have fired their last salute, and all the tongues of all the world are mute, and life is dearer than to right a wrong, then may we weary of his burning wine, and lay aside at last his crimson mail, and rest forever in the arms divine of Aphrodite, passionate and pale. But hark, he comes, hail, Ares, Lord of thunder, hail. He rides above the ocean and the snow, his trail is on the curtain of the skies, brighter than dawn, as young eternal eyes shine in the eyes of Vela far below. Now Mammon hides beneath his trembling halls, while honor marches singing into war. On strange forgotten hearts a radiance falls, as ever nearer, burning from afar, the sword of Ares gleams above the morning star. The other gods are weaker, though alone, thus break the king and bend the emperor's knee. Lower than unto Christ they bow to thee, Lord of the slave and guardian of the free. Steel-hearted Ares, shaker of the throne, young god of battle, the restless lover, hail. For once a man has seen thine eyes aflame, and mounted on the horses of a gale, death is a nothing, life an empty name. Arise and lead us ere our blood be tame, our Lord of thunder, Ares of a crimson mail.